living arts. Expand your spiritual horizons. Explore alternative approaches to health. Discover a unique collection of books, audios and videos, clothing, music, and lifestyle accessories that bring pleasure and quiet beauty to your life.
The word yoga means union. The union we pursue is a deep, lasting connection between body, heart, and mind. Before we begin, take a moment to contemplate our daily life. Each day, thoughts and feelings crowd us. We're attracted to a never-ending stream of excitements. And at the same time, we're pulled apart by our commitments and responsibilities. This can leave us feeling fragmented, stressed, and empty. Because our minds are so often focused outside of us, a path inwards is absolutely necessary. Yoga is our vehicle for going inwards, to connect with ourself, for uniting and opening our body, heart, and mind. This program offers you a map inwards, giving you instructions and principles to guide you. Looking inward isn't easy, but eventually the process of internalizing the mind brings us to our deepest self. We experience our true nature. We find that we are what we seek. We don't need to be something or someone else. This connection with self affects everything about our lives. It helps us to be quiet and to live skillfully in the world. We develop a center from which we can act in peace rather than react in stress. The result is that all our relationships change and improve, affecting our family, friends, all living beings, and even the earth. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In the beginning, focus on taking small steps as you move from the known into the unknown. It's time now to take your first step in the wonderful journey that is yoga, the experience of being fully alive. Hello, I'm Patricia Walden. Welcome to Yoga Journal's Introduction to Yoga. Most of us live on the surface of our lives, but it's possible to go much deeper. Yoga is an extraordinary journey that can take you there. It can lead you to health, fitness, and peace, but most importantly, into a deeper understanding of yourself. This introductory yoga practice is divided into 3 sections. We'll begin with centering, a meditative practice to help silence your mind, let go of distractions, and expand your awareness. The active phase of the program includes basic poses to create a solid foundation of physical knowledge, standing poses to help bring vitality and life to your body, and then cooling poses such as forward bends and twists will balance your energy and help turn your attention inward. All these simple poses will challenge you to combine effort and relaxation, a balance that is a cornerstone of yoga. You'll finish your practice with deep relaxation. Within the silence and stillness of these profound poses, you can find calm and self-understanding. As you learn to practice, come into the poses slowly and attentively. Be interested, be curious, be aware. I hope this program will be a useful guide to the power of yoga. When you're ready to progress, join me in Yoga Journal's Yoga Practice for Beginners and in the entire yoga practice series from Living Arts. When you finish this practice, take yoga with you into the rest of your life. Remain calm in the midst of effort. Namaste. Begin in a seated position, up on a pillow or blanket if necessary, so that you're comfortable and stable. Cross your legs at your shins. Place your hands on your knees. Sit up on your sitting bones and balance evenly between them. They are your foundations. Lengthen your spine from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Keep your spine firm but not rigid, receptive to the breath. Raise your rib cage and open the gates of your sternum and collarbones to the side. Place your palms together at the center of your chest. Close your eyes. As you exhale, soften the inner corners of your eyes and let your eyeballs descend peacefully behind your cheeks. Eyelids touching, but not touching. Feel your body as a whole. Relax unnecessary effort. As you relax, feel a widening and a spaciousness within your physical body. From physical relaxation and space comes mental relaxation and space. From space comes freedom. As you inhale, draw energy up from the base of your spine. As you exhale, the energy of your brain descends. They meet at your core in the silence of your heart, the place of loving kindness, serenity, clarity. It's from this place that we begin our practice. Lie on the floor with your heels near your buttocks. Lengthen your lower back by moving your buttocks toward the wall with your hands. Straighten your legs, bringing your feet to the wall, toes pointing up. Roll your thighs in and down. Lengthen your inner legs through your heels. Press your heels into the wall. Spread the soles of your feet, stretch your toes away from the wall, and lengthen them. Keep your eyes, throat, and abdomen relaxed. Feel how these actions animate your legs and bring length to your lower back. As you exhale, move your lower back towards the floor and stretch your arms overhead. Use your arms to bring length to your armpits, waist, and inner organs. Lengthen your back by simultaneously pressing your feet into the wall and stretching your arms through your fingertips. Feel how the pathways for your breath and energy open as you align your body and relax. Continue to press your left heel into the wall. Exhale, relax your abdomen and bend your right leg into your chest. Clasp your hands around your shin or thigh and draw your leg closer without lifting your buttock or left leg off the floor. Use your breath to help your lower back muscles lengthen and broaden. Inhale, breathe into your lower ribs, and exhale, bring your thigh closer to your chest. Slowly straighten your right leg. Straighten it completely and return your foot to the wall. With your next exhalation, bend your left thigh into your chest and clasp your hands around your shin or thigh. Keep your right leg straight. Inhale. Exhale, release your abdomen and take your thigh closer to your chest. Inhale, spread your lower ribs. Exhale, release your spine and buttocks to the floor. Release your hands and bring your foot back to the wall. With these simple actions, learn to lengthen your spine and abdomen by moving from your hips. Yoga is a balance between feeling and doing. We'll continue to explore these actions in a kneeling position. Turn over on your side, sit on your heels, knees parallel. If you feel pain in your knees, put a blanket between your calves and your thighs. Place your hands on your knees and lengthen your spine from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Inhale, interlace your fingers in front of you, turn your palms away from you, and then without arching your lower back, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale and use your arms to lengthen the sides of your waist, ribs, and shoulders. Inhale, change the interlace of your fingers to bring balance to your spine and shoulders. Exhale, stretch your arms. Press your palms to the ceiling. Keep the lift in your chest and lower your hands to your thighs. Feel the flow of energy through your lungs. Spread your knees and turn your toes toward each other. On your next exhalation, bend forward from your hips. Extend your arms in front of you. Rest your forehead on the floor and bring your sitting bones as close to your heels as you can. Moving in these two directions at once brings length to your spine and relaxation to your spinal muscles. To go deeper into the pose, imagine that you have a weight on your lower spine and let that pressure help you to relax and release tension from your spinal muscles. To come up, inhale, walk your hands in toward your knees, return to sitting on your heels. Sit quietly again. Now come to mountain pose. Begin by bringing your mind into your heart. This is your inner foundation, the core of your being. Then bring your mind to your feet, your outer foundation. Always begin from your foundations. Stand with your feet together. Balance between the balls of your feet and your heels and lift your arches. Press down through your inner heels and stretch up through your inner legs. Engage and lift your front thigh muscles to lift your kneecaps. Find the balance between effort and relaxation. Take your upper thighs back. Move your tailbone toward your pubis and lift your pubic bone slightly. Without using muscular effort, lift and expand your chest from the center to the sides. Broaden your collarbones and stretch your arms through your fingertips. Finally, press your heels into the mat, bring your weight to your back body, and feel your spine lengthen through the crown of your head. From mountain pose, place your fingers together at the center of your chest and step your feet parallel, 4 to 5 feet apart. Extend your arms to shoulder level, wrists in line with your shoulders. Turn your right leg and foot out 90 degrees. Turn your left foot slightly in. Place your block to the outside of your right ankle. Align the heel of your right foot with the arch of the left. Adjust your right leg so that the center of your thigh, knee, and foot face to the right. Bring your tailbone in. Inhale, lift your side body and chest. Press your feet into the ground and stretch up through your legs. Exhale and bend to your right from your hip crease. Place your fingers on your block, hand under your shoulder, facing in the same direction as your foot. Straighten and stretch your arms from your shoulders. Press through your outer left foot and lift your inner left thigh. Release your abdomen and lengthen the sides of your body evenly toward your head. Turn and look up at your fingers. Keep your eyes, ears, and facial skin soft. To come out, inhale, press down through the outer edge of your left heel and lift up through your left arm. Turn your feet back to parallel. If your arms are tired, place your hands on your hips. As you practice, first align your body part by part. Then spread your mind throughout your body and experience the pose as a whole. Raise and extend your arms. Turn your left leg and foot out and your right foot slightly in. Place your block to the left and extend your arms. Engage your front thigh muscles, keeping your knees firm but not rigid. Inhale, stretch your arms through your fingertips from the center of your chest. Exhale, bend sideways at your hip and place your left hand on the block, hand under the shoulder. Press your right heel into the floor and lift your arch. Keep your legs strong. Move the right and left sides of your body evenly towards your head. Move your tailbone in line with your head and revolve your chest to face forward. Turn your head to look up at your hand. Breathe evenly. Remember, the spine receives the actions of the arms and the legs. To come up, inhale, press through your right heel, reach up through your right hand, and return to standing. Turn your feet to face forward and come back to mountain pose. The stretch of your legs creates movement in your hips, length in the spine, and freedom in the chest. Place your fingertips together at the center of your chest, and with an inhalation, raise your chest to reach your fingers. Step your feet 4 to 5 feet apart and extend your arms to shoulder level, adjusting your feet so that they are parallel. Balance your weight evenly between the balls of your feet and your heels. Adjust the distance between your feet so that when you form a right angle, your bent knee is directly over your ankle. Turn your right leg and foot out 90 degrees. Turn your left foot in slightly. Place your block next to your right ankle. Press through the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend your right leg at your knee to form a right angle. Extend over your right thigh, lower your right hand onto your block, and straighten your arm. Turn your right knee out towards your right arm. Stretch up through your left arm. Lengthen your left leg firmly from your buttock to your heel, and press your heel into the floor. Feel how this action balances the pose equally between your right and left leg. With an exhalation, take your left arm alongside your left ear. Revolve your trunk to turn your neck and head to look up towards your inner arm. Lengthen your left leg from your hip to your heel and lengthen your left arm from your waist to your fingers. Intensify these opposing actions so that you feel your skin stretching throughout your left side. Inhale, stretch up through your left arm and straighten your right leg. Turn your feet back to parallel position, and if your arms are tired, place your hands on your hips. Yoga is skill and action. Stay calm in the midst of effort and activity. If you lose contact with your breath, you know you're working too hard or have gone too far. Extend your arms. Turn your left thigh and foot out. Turn your right foot slightly in. Place your block next to your left ankle and heel. Lift your right arch and your right inner thigh away from the floor. Take your tailbone in. Inhale, raise your chest and lengthen the spine through the crown of your head. Soften your left thigh muscles and bend from your left hip to form a right angle. Place your hand on your block for support and straighten your left arm. Reach up through your right arm. Keep your inner right leg lifting away from the floor. With an exhalation, lengthen your spine from your tailbone through the crown of your head, and then revolve your chest to face forward. Keep pressing your right heel down and take your arm alongside your ear. Keep your neck aligned with your spine and turn your head towards your inner arm. Stretch through your right arm and leg. To come up, exhale, press your heels down. Inhale, lift through your right arm and straighten your left leg. Turn your feet parallel and return to mountain pose. As you practice, divide the pose into 3 stages: going into the pose, being in the pose, and coming out of the pose. Stay fully present through each stage. Place your fingertips together at the center of your chest. Step your feet 4 to 5 feet apart. Lift your chest and extend your arms. Move your abdomen up and back to support your pelvis and abdominal organs. Align your feet parallel. Turn your right leg and foot out 90 degrees and turn your left foot in. Lengthen your left leg powerfully from your buttock to your heel. This leg is your strength. Raise your abdomen from your hips and your chest from your abdomen. With your next exhalation, Bend your right leg slowly to form a right angle. Turn your right knee out. Extend strongly through your left arm to keep your spine vertical. Turn your head to look over your right arm. To come up, exhale, press into your heels. Inhale, lift with your chest to straighten your right knee. Turn your feet to face forward. When you reach the peak of your pose, release unnecessary effort. Without losing the integrity of your pose, surrender to the pose and find freedom within form. Change sides. Extend your arms. Turn your left leg out and your right foot in. With your right leg strong, lengthen up through your spine. With your next exhalation, bend your left knee to form a right angle. Press your outer right heel down and extend through your right arm. Otherwise, you'll lean to the left. Move your tailbone in, descend your outer left thigh, and ascend and broaden your chest. Turn and look out over your left arm. Extend your arms and legs from your core to the periphery. To come up, inhale, press through your right heel, turn your feet to face forward, and come back to mountain pose. Stand facing the wall. Place your hands on the wall, shoulder width apart. Bend forward at your hips and walk back until your arms are straight and your spine is parallel to the floor. Align your neck and head between your arms. Align your legs so that they're vertical, hips above your ankles, with your knees straight and firm but not locked. Lengthen from your pelvis through your head. Press your inner heels down and stretch up through your inner legs. Lengthen your back thigh muscles up and your calf muscles down. To come up, walk towards the wall and return to mountain pose. We will now do mountain pose at the wall. Stand with your back to the wall. Touch with your heels, buttocks, outer shoulders, and head. Using your hands, lengthen your buttocks down toward your heels and move your lower back towards the wall. Root your feet into the floor. Raise your abdomen up from your hips and your chest up from your abdomen. With an inhalation, breathe into your lower ribs and spread them sideways. Raise your arms overhead. Exhale, press down through your heels and stretch up through your fingers. Balance your pose between lengthening and widening. Without moving your lower back away from the wall, bring your hands to the wall. Take your awareness through your entire body. Keep the lift in your chest. Exhale and take your arms down. Does your spine feel longer? Legs more stable? Take these feelings into your next pose. Stand in mountain pose with your left side to the wall. Place your hands on your hips. Step your feet 3.5 to 4.5 feet apart. Place your left foot at the wall and align your feet parallel. Turn your right leg and foot out 90 degrees and turn your left foot in 60 degrees. Place a block on each side of your right foot. Press through the inner edge of your right foot and the outer edge of your left foot. Revolve your hips and torso to the right. Move your tailbone in and lengthen the sides of your body evenly. Joyfully stretch your arms over your head. Keep your feet firm and legs strong. Draw your front thigh muscles to your thigh bones. Now bring your hands to your hips, and with an exhalation, bend forward from your hips. Place your hands on your blocks. Move your right hip back and left hip forward. Extend the sides of your body evenly toward your head. Stretch up and back through your legs. Exhale, release your spine and head down. Soften your temples and tongue. Release all unnecessary effort. To come up, press the outer edge of your left heel into the wall. Inhale, come up from the firmness of your legs. Take your hands to your hips. Change sides. Place your right foot at the wall and align your feet parallel. Turn your left leg and foot out 90 degrees. Right foot in. Align the centers of your left thigh, knee, and foot directly to the left. Press through your heels and engage your front thigh muscles. Now revolve your hips and torso to the left. Adjust the center line of your torso to face in the same direction as your left leg. Reach up with your arms to lengthen the sides of your waist and ribs. Without losing this length, place your hands on your hips. Exhale and bend forward, placing your hands on your blocks. Now balance your hips by taking your right hip forward and left hip back. With an exhalation, soften your spinal muscles, release your head, and surrender your spine downward. Lengthen up through your outer left thigh and move both thighs back to the wall behind you. Inhale, press your feet into the floor, lift your left thigh back to the wall, place your hands on your hips, and return to mountain pose. Place your hands on your hips, fingers facing forward. Step your feet 4 to 5 feet apart and align your feet parallel. Press through the inner edges of your heels and the outer edges of your feet. Keep your front thigh muscles hugging your thigh bones. Inhale, lift your abdomen and chest away from your hips. With an exhalation, bend forward from your hips and place your hands on your blocks below your shoulders. Spread your fingers and straighten your arms. Center the weight of your body over your arches and adjust your spine so that it is parallel to the floor. Lift your sitting bones. Simultaneously move your inner thighs back and lengthen the sides of your body toward your head. Move your shoulders away from your ears, broaden your collarbones, lengthen your neck away from your upper back. Feel the support of your abdominal wall and the freedom in your diaphragm. Use the vitality in your legs to come up and step your feet back to mountain pose. In the time between poses, keep your breath moving freely. Learn to feel how each pose prepares you for the next. A good sequence of poses links one with the next so that your practice is like a symphony with different movements. Place your blocks at the wall a little more than shoulder width apart. Kneel and place your hands on your blocks. Turn your palms away from each other so that your thumbs and index fingers are at the wall. Extend your arms. Adjust your knees so that they're a few inches behind your hips and a little wider than your hips. Align your feet parallel. Come to the balls of your feet, straighten your legs, and lift your sitting bones. Press your hands into the blocks and stretch up through your arms. Move the sides of your trunk up and back. Keep your sitting bones lifting. Lengthen through your arches and slowly take your heels down. With an exhalation, press your thighs back. Keep your arms and legs firm and release your head towards the floor. Stay for a few breaths. Let your spine receive the actions of the arms and the legs. To come out, bend your knees and sit on your heels. After standing poses, we rest our legs by kneeling. Place your palms on your knees, lengthen your spine upwards. Keeping your eyes open, relax your eyes completely. Let your temple skin recede down. As your temple skin recedes, keep your chest softly lifting. Now internalize your mind and feel the effects of the poses that you've just done. Observe the sensations in your legs, abdomen, chest, arms, shoulders, face, and brain. Continue to balance action and reflection as you move into our next sequence. Staff pose is the mountain pose of sitting. If you have tight hamstrings, sit higher on a blanket to lengthen your lower spine. Sit with your legs stretched out in front of you, feet perpendicular to the floor, toes to the ceiling. Move your buttock flesh to the sides and stand up on your sitting bones. Place your hands beside your hips, fingers facing forward. Adjust your knees so that the centers of your kneecaps face the ceiling. Stretch your arms, spine vertical. Extend your legs through your inner heels and press your leg bones into the floor. Press down through your palms and lengthen up through the sides of your body. Lengthen from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Raise your chest and move your shoulders away from the collarbones. Integrate these opposing actions. Descend your thigh bones and use your arms and hands to ascend your spine. Staff pose is the foundation for forward bends and twists. If your hamstrings are tight or if your lower back is rounded, sit up on a folded blanket. Stay up on your sitting bones. Keep your right leg extended and use your left hand to bend your left knee out to the side. Take your left heel to the inner side of your right thigh and press your outer left thigh down. Use your hands on the floor to revolve your torso to the right. Inhale. Exhale, bend forward from your hips. Reach forward and hold your foot. Use a belt if your lower back rounds. Straighten your arms. With your next exhalation, press both thighs down. Inhale, move the sides of your body forward and up. Move your spine up and in. This is the first stage of forward bending. Place a bolster on your shin to support your head. Bend further forward from your hip crease. Relax. Be patient. Use your breath to release your hamstrings. To come up, release your hands and bring your spine back to vertical. Extend your left leg and bend your right knee out to the side. Place your right foot in contact with your inner left thigh. Press your outer right thigh down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, revolve your abdomen to the left. Bend from your hips and hold your foot. Stretch your arms. Move your right hip forward so that you can lengthen the sides of your spine evenly. Move your spine forward and up. Lift your back ribs and collarbones. Place a bolster on your shin. Lift your elbows out to the side and bend further from your hips. Release your spine forward. Lengthen the sides of your waist toward your head. Rest your forehead on your bolster. To come up, release your hands. Bring your torso back to vertical and straighten your left leg. As you bring length to your hamstrings and spinal muscles, you will be able to experience the nectar of the pose. Use the first stage to lengthen your spine and tone your organs. Use the second stage to quiet your mind and cool your nervous system. Continue to sit on your blanket. Move your buttock flesh to the sides. Sit up on your sitting bones. Adjust your feet so they're hips-width apart. Extend your legs and press them into the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend forward from your hips. Reach your hands to your feet. Use a belt if your lower spine is rounding. Stretch your arms and lengthen the sides of your body forward and up. Raise your chest and look up. Take a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Root your thighs into the floor. Experience the freedom in your spine, diaphragm, and lower ribs. Second stage, place a bolster on your shins, and without bending your legs, release your abdomen and lengthen your spine forward. Bend your elbows out to the side and rest your forehead on the bolster. Each time you exhale, press your thighs down and move a little further forward from your hips. Eventually, with consistent, devoted practice, your head will rest effortlessly. From support comes release. From release comes quiet. This magical pose can calm us when we are upset or agitated. To come up, press your thighs down, release your hands, and come back to vertical. Continue to sit up on your sitting bones. Place your hands behind you, fingers pointing back. Spread your legs to the side. Now extend your legs one by one, feet perpendicular to the floor, the center of your kneecaps facing the ceiling. Press your legs into the floor to establish a foundation for your spine to lengthen freely. Balance the actions of your legs with your back body, side body, and front body lifting. Second stage. Now bend forward from your hips and place your hands in front of you. Move your lower spine up and in, chest forward. Link the actions of standing wide angle forward bend into this pose. Descend your thighs and brain. Release your abdomen and lengthen your spine through the crown of your head. Forward bends can help you when you're tired or need to calm down. To come out of the pose, walk your hands back toward your hips. Bring your spine to vertical. Take your legs back to staff pose, palms beside your hips. We will now move into a series of twisting poses. These poses keep our spine young. Bend your legs to the right. Place your right ankle in the arch of your left foot. Toes of your right foot stretching back behind you. Descend your knees and thighs as you ascend your spine. If your lower back rounds, place a blanket underneath your left hip. Keep your outer right thigh descending, and with your next exhalation, turn to the left. Place your right hand underneath your left thigh and take your left hand behind you. Move your shoulder blades into your back ribs. Keep your lower spine lengthening and rib cage lifting. With your next exhalation, use your right hand against your left thigh to turn more. Inhale, lift up through your front body. Exhale, revolve from your shoulder blades. Turn from your lower ribs. Broaden your collarbones and turn your head to look over your right shoulder. With your arms and legs firm, soften your groins and inner body and turn more. Now bring your torso back to the center, stretch your legs out, and bend your legs to the left. Place your left ankle into the arch of your right foot, toes stretching back. Descend your thighs, raise your rib cage and your lower spine. Inhale, align the back of your head with your tailbone. Exhale, turn to the right. Place your left hand underneath your right thigh. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale, keep your outer left thigh descending. Draw your shoulder blades into your ribs and lift the sides of your body up. Exhale, use your left hand and arm to help you turn from your ribs. Lengthen up through your spine, move your shoulders away from the collarbones. Now turn and look over your left shoulder. On inhalation, lengthen. On exhalation, turn. Revolve more to the right and stay on your axis. Come out of the pose, release your hands, bring your torso back to center. Stretch your legs out in front of you in staff pose. Place your palms beside you. The key to twisting is combining a firm foundation with softness in your groins and inner body. Yoga is the union of opposites. Extend through your right leg and bend your left. Bring your heel towards your sitting bone. To create space behind your knee, use your thumbs to bring your calf muscle down towards your heel. Place your hands beside your hips, spread your palms, and press down through your hands to lift the sides of your body up. Exhale, take your right hand behind you. Inhale, stretch your left arm up towards the ceiling. Turn to the right. Without losing length, bend your left arm and place your left elbow to the inside of your left thigh. Press your left arm against your left inner knee. Soften your inner groins and inner body. Lengthen your lower spine. Exhale, turn from your lower ribs. Inhale, lift your chest, move your shoulder blades into your back ribs. Keep your left heel and right leg pressing down as you continue to lift and turn. Now look at your right foot. Breathe evenly. Keep your rib cage lifting. Now slowly release your left hand, straighten your left leg, return to staff pose. Extend through your left leg and bend your right leg. Move the calf muscle down towards the heel. Press your inner right heel into the floor. Lengthen your side body up. Exhale, turn to the left. Place your left hand behind you. Inhale, stretch your right arm up toward the ceiling. Reach through your fingertips. Exhale, bend your right arm and place it on the inside of your right knee. Your right elbow challenges your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your lower spine. Exhale, turn from your lower ribs. Inhale, lift the diaphragm, lengthen your front body. Exhale, keep your groin soft and revolve. Turn your head to look towards your left foot. Keep your outer right thigh descending, chest lifting, rib cage moving to your inner right thigh. Now slowly release your right arm, turn your torso to face forward, extend your right leg to come back to staff pose. Learn to feel the special effects that each twist has on your inner body, your organs, and spine. Take your mind inward to experience these changes. This will help prepare you for our final practice sequence. We will now complete our practice by quieting and integrating our body, breath, and mind. In these poses, we support our body to relax physical tension, and we use our breath to release emotional tension. Begin with supported bound angle pose. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out to the sides. Lace your strap into a loop, flap facing you. Pull it over your head and down below the rim of your pelvis. Adjust it over your thighs and ankles and under the outer edge of your feet. Pull it snug and comfortable to bring your feet closer to your pubis. Place the bolster behind you, and with your hands on the bolster, lie back. Now use your hands to move your buttock flesh toward your feet. Hook your thumbs together and stretch your arms over your head. Now bring your arms by your sides, upper arms away from your body, palms up, fingers relaxed. Close your eyes. Feel how the bolster creates length and space within your body and how it allows your abdomen to soften and relax. Inhale, gently lift your sternum. Exhale, let your body receive full support from your bolster. Slow inhalation, slow, soft exhalation. Release tension from your muscles part by part and adjust your body for comfort. After aligning and adjusting your muscles and your bones, exhale, release your diaphragm. Soften your inner body. Let go of every tension from your inner organs. Breathe life force in with your inhalation. Let go of tightness in your throat, diaphragm, abdomen, pelvis. Let go of everything that prevents you from relaxing completely. Let go of fatigue, agitation, any negative emotions. Let your breath purify you. Be in the present. This is the essence of spiritual practice. As you inhale, your breath rises like a fountain into the dome of your chest. As you exhale, the coolness of your breath relaxes your nerves deeply in their channels. Your mind is quiet now. Relax into internal space. To come up, turn onto your side. Slowly sit up and loosen your strap. Pull your strap to the middle of your thighs and tighten it enough to bring your thighs together and roll them inwards. Bring your bolster closer to the wall, legs length away from the wall, and sit on it. With the support of your hands, lie back, keeping your knees bent, feet on the floor. Release your hands and adjust yourself so that your shoulders are on the floor. The bolster supports and lifts your lower ribs and diaphragm. Extend your legs through your inner heels, feet on the wall, as you did in lying down mountain pose. Now relax them. Lengthen your rib cage away from your pelvis and draw your shoulder blades into your back ribs. Coil your back ribs into your front ribs. Your ribs are the wings of your body. Because of the bolster, they can spread effortlessly, so your breath can move freely. Now lengthen your neck away from your upper back and your head away from your neck. Surrender your forehead to the bridge of your nose. Nose to the chin. Brain to the heart. Soften your temple skin and look within. Feel how the brain becomes quiet. Now direct your awareness away from the outer body and experience the pose from inside. Observe the sensations in your eyes, mouth cavity, lungs, abdominal area. To come out of the pose, bend your knees and bring your feet onto the bolster, and then slowly push yourself off the bolster. Roll onto your side, sit up, and take off your strap. Move quietly, attentive to detail. Place your bolster about 2 to 4 inches away from the wall. Sit sideways on your bolster. Swing your legs up the wall and straighten them. The bolster should support your waist, lower ribs, and diaphragm. Adjust your pelvis and bolster so that you feel supported, with your sitting bones as close to the wall as possible and dropping towards the floor. Release the weight of your legs into your sitting bones. Your shoulders should be in contact with the floor. If they're not making contact, place a blanket under your chest to support them. Move your shoulder blades into your back ribs to lift and widen your chest. Roll your outer shoulders to the floor. Keep your sternum gently lifting and bend your elbows so that your arms and hands relax. Lengthen your neck away from your upper back and relax your forehead to your nose, nose to your chin. Feel how the shape of your pose naturally brings you into deep relaxation. Because of the position of your bolster, your lower ribs spread and your diaphragm unfolds. Now cross your legs at your shins. Relax your thighs and groins. Soft, quiet inhalation. Soft, quiet exhalation. The shape of this pose naturally brings you into your inner body. The blood from your legs flows downhill. Your abdomen recedes like a valley. The lift of your chest repositions your heart so it can rest. Change the cross of your legs. As your inner body softens and quiets, inhale, feel your breath lightly grace your inner sternum. Slow, soft exhalation. Your eyes and ears turn inward. Your subtle body receives the vibration of your breath, and your mind becomes quiet. From stillness to silence to freedom. Now, keeping your legs crossed, slowly slide your hips to the floor, and rest your thighs on the bolster. Roll to your side. Keep the quiet within and sit up. Place your bolster lengthwise behind you and place a blanket at the far end of your bolster to support your head. Sit in staff pose with your sacrum touching the bolster. Bend your knees and lie back. Lower your head onto the blanket. Extend your legs through your heels, feet hip-width apart. Relax your feet out to the sides and soften your toes. Extend your arms by your sides, palms up. Space between upper arms and chest. Fingers quiet, passive. If you feel tension in your abdomen or your legs are stiff, take your feet further apart. Lengthen your neck and adjust your head so that it's centered, symmetrical and comfortable on your blanket. Relax your torso from the center to the sides as you exhale. As you inhale, feel your inner body widening, spreading, unfolding. Exhale, release the inner corners of your eyes. Let your eyeballs descend. Ears quiet, receptive. Release your jaw so that your tongue can relax completely. Release the skin around your temples, throat, diaphragm, and abdomen. The more your skin relaxes, the deeper you can go. Let your nerves relax in their channels and feel the circulation of energy throughout your body. Surrender your body to Mother Earth. Inhale softly, quietly, without disturbing the stillness. Exhale. Watch your breath as it dissolves into internal space. Your breath takes you from stillness to silence, to the self that shines in all its splendor, the self that exists beyond the mind. Namaste.